Um, I didn't stream, I don't think, I mean, I know I didn't stream after when I said I was going to. I've just been really busy and tired from work and stuff. Um, it's 12:46 p.m. I have work at 4, so I usually start getting ready at 3. I already bathed and such. So, I'll be streaming for about an hour and a half. Uh, yeah, let's check out what we're going to do. Let's see, there's Between Realms, which is the main story. Travel to Niflheim, which we will not do, so... Oh yeah, let's do that real quick. If we can. Oh, everything's locked. I guess we'll just go. Take the long way. Yeah. So I don't think I streamed anytime this week. Or, like, the last time I streamed. Pretty sure
You
it was
never
last
told
week.
us what
God damn
Magni
it.
and Modi had to do with Hrungnir.
Oh yes! Well, what happened after Hrungnir fell slain upon Thor was that nobody in the court could get the stone body off of him. Thor was no use at this point, his brain rattled, his breath shallow, but none of Odin's men were nearly strong enough to help. Then enter little Magni and Modi, no taller than shrubs. And while nobody but myself was looking, they flipped over Hrungnir's corpse and freed their father. Magni, being blonder, got all the credit, and Modi remained bitter about it from that day to the end, which I don't need to tell you about.
Yeah, so, Monday, I was at work, at Chili's, as I do. Tend to go and work. And I was closing, because that's usually what I do. There was a person that worked double. So, when you work double, you don't have to close. So for Friar, which is stage 1 or 1, that's what I usually call it. Fuck, where's the dragon at? I could just go down. There was a person that worked double, so they didn't have to stay to close, so they got to leave early. And then there was a new person that they didn't have to close because they're new. So they didn't have to close, so they left. So there's nobody on Friars at all for a couple hours, for like an hour at least. And so the Friars were unattended for quite a while, and the second Friar caught on fire. And I rhymed. But yeah, that was cool. There was a fire. It didn't go too high, just like from where the grease is in the fryer up to like the level of the surface. That was smart of me. So yeah, so our manager that was working that night ran and got some salt, and we just sprinkled salt into it for a while until it went out, which it did. There's no damage besides the damage to the fryer. I think it melted like a hole into it, so we couldn't use it.
Atreus, here.
Yes, Father.
Oh, excuse me. And so we had to immediately take the grease trap out because it's still holding. What's that noise? Did I come up here and not? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Yeah.
Look out there.
What? I hear. I see, you bastard. So we had to take the grease trap out, like, immediately, because grease retains heat longer, and that grease is really fucking hot, if you don't know. So, one of the people that were working that night asked me to do it because he said he doesn't think that he can pick it up and carry it out. And he said that I'd probably be able to do it. So I did. Ooh. Ooh! How do I get over there? Oh, I just jumped over here. And so I was like, okay. And he's like, put on safety glove. And then I did. And there was only one safety glove for some reason. Apparently somebody lost the other one. So I just ran in a circle. I'm just gonna go the other way. So I had to carry grease trap with one safety glove. And it was the right hand. Which is fine because there was like a handle on that side. Or the base of that, of the grease trap, I could grab with my right hand, and with the left hand there's a handle that wasn't too hot, so I grabbed a dry washcloth. And fucking what? How do I get out of here? That's fine, okay. So I grabbed the actual handle and carried it out. It's quite a ways away. I have to go through the kitchen. Whoop. I have to go through the security doors. And, can I just climb up? God damn it. What the fuck? Yeah, so I got to the disposal system where we just dispose of hot grease and all the shit that's sits in the bottom of it. Basically like crumbs that are really hot because they've been sitting in molten grease. So, we're dumping that, and there's a couple parts I had to grab out of it before and during. So there's a big metal part that kind of like went the outline of the grease trap, and so like I had to pry that out because it wasn't coming out well. And then we started dumping it, and there's another part that I grabbed that was a metal bit that was just going to fall out, and he was like, just grab it when it falls out. I'm like, okay. So I try grabbing it, and it's really, really hot because it's at the bottom. And so yeah, I ended up, we got it cleaned and emptied, and everything was fine. Everybody was safe. And then I take off the safety glove. Like, we bring it inside, clean it. I take off the safety glove when I'm done. And when I went to sleep, I woke up because, you know, I can't sleep. And I realized that I can't feel my fingers. I couldn't feel the tips of my fingers till, like, my second knuckle.
That dragon, that's Baldur's, isn't it?
Yes.
And you brought it down to save me?
It was very heroic.
Oops. And so, the next day, I look and I'm like...
Amir, why did you work for Odin if he's so horrible?
It's my career! And if you mean to make a career as a counsellor to kings, you can't very well rule out petty maniacs. Available positions are scarce enough. My first master was a cruel piece of work as well, but I learned through him the enduring power of wit, which served me well with kings and gods alike. I couldn't have been much older than you when I started. A fairy king's errand boy and unofficial jester. By night, my mates and I had the run of the forest. Good fellows, they called us. Knavish fights to the last. Get up to all manner of mischief, making fools of the local mortals. But as long as our lord was kept amused, we were spared the consequences. Oh. Then one day he was not amused, and I saw fit to move on. Thankfully, the ages and roads travelled since then have turned me from that merry wanderer into the paragon of virtue you see before you today.
Cool. So when I looked at my hand, my fingertips were very, very dark red and a little bit swollen. And then I looked at, like, just the base of, what finger is this? My ring finger is a giant red, dark red, swollen spot. It's a burn. It's a very deep burn. So, I mean, today's Friday. Fuck, if it's today's Friday. Oh man, tonight's gonna suck. Yep. And so, my hand is burnt to hell. It hurts. It has hurt every day. Do I just pick a place to travel? Okay.
If you're thinking about hurling us all into the void, I hope you're quite sure.
Wasn't it your idea?
Oh, it's gotta save.
Find our own path, right?
Bollocks.
Now it's like a very, very dark red, but it's like not as a big spot. And last night there was this point where it was white in the middle. Now that point is like darker than the rest.
This is where Tyr stepped beyond, and the Unity Stone protected him. Ready?
Ready.
Well, if this is it, lads, it's been an honor.
Our faith head.
Gotta have faith.
This is incredible!
Oh, how can I be so nauseous without a stomach?
Come on, that was great.
Look.
The tower. I knew there was something down here.
Amazing. How do you hide something that exists in all realms? Cast it out of any realm to the space between. Clever old Tyr.
Is Jotunheim on the other side?
Can't be that. It's not like you go through Vanaheim to reach the Midgard Peak.
But how do we use it?
I'd suggest we look inside, but stay alert. Tyr's little challenges are never as simple as they appear.
I have noticed.
Well, this is sparse.
The pedestal.
Do I need any rage? I haven't used any in forever. Nope.
Oh no! It took the stone!
Tower. It's absorbing the stone's energy.
Something's happening! Is it moving? It's moving!
It knows what to do. The stone served its purpose. We're fulfilling Tyr's spell.
What happens now?
No idea, brother. But after that fall, I'm sure we're past the worst of it.
Smells like Nephil.
Oh my.
No, this is considerably worse.
Ow. Alright, I gotta take these out. God, they're just hitting me over and over. There we go, here we go.
Oh, glad that's over.
Alright.
Now, where are we?
Oh, looks like Alphon.
Ready yourself, boy.
Great.
At the ready.
Right side.
You silly people. God. They keep on kicking my ass.
Healing stone!
Thanks, Border. Oh, that.
So that's it then.
Did I not buy a stone? Fuck. Forgot to buy a resurrection stone.
Ready yourself.
Oh my. Piss off. Thank God.
That was tough. Where do you think it's taking us next?
I do not know.
Fine, all I know is I'm taking this.
Oh no! We're back in hell?
Oh dear, here they come.
Here we go!
Where?
That
Ow. Fuck him. Do it. I thought it was the other way. Alright.
Surely that's enough of that.
No. You don't know anything, do you?
Who's gone? This won't be good. Right foot!
Oh, fuck.
same time. Sure, that's fair.
Why did you just throw him at me? He just... yeah. Could you not? Oh my. Oh, you're gonna help me with the dotting bayonet. We died.
Behind you, watch out!
Did you jump at me again? I need you to stop. Oh, could you quit being on my son? Ow. Ow. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. God, that sucked. Any links out? Yeah.
You stop. I think it's over.
Aye. But where are we?
What is this? Okay.
Look! We're back in Midgard. There's the bridge. We did it. The tower's back where it belongs.
Alright.
Now Tyr's travel room can take us to Jotunheim.
How did Tyr do this?
Odin suspected the giant secretly possessed some remnant of primordial Jotnar creative essence. The stuff all realms were made of.
Ooh.
The Unity Stone must have been fashioned from that essence. To trust an outsider with it, even Tyr, tells you just how desperate they were.
Ah, I can read what this says now. But it's a name. Going to. Whoa! The name made it light up.
Light
It's
up
the
my
name of
world
one of
like...
the Valkyries. That's quite curious.
Bi-curious. That's what I think about seagulls. The reason why I said oh no, it's Friday, because in the restaurant business, weekends are the fucking worst. Alright,
So what'd you find out there?
Joe Mama. Wait, I do have Resurrection Stone. Why didn't it work? Oh, that's weird. Niflheim ones. Muspelheim. pummel. Oh, wait. Oh, that's not the one that I've equipped. Okay. Another dragon tier.
Later then.
I don't know what we'll
Yeah,
find when we get to Jotunheim, but we must cover our tracks. Odin's ravens will tell him of the tower's restoration, and we mustn't let our efforts be to his benefit.
Very well.
Mondays are fine. Tuesdays are fine. Wednesdays are not good at night. Because, you know, Wednesday people go to church at night or after the workday. And so they go out to eat after church. Wait, where was I going? Did I just go all the way around? Oh yeah, I did. Okay, so Vanaheim we never get to go to throughout the whole game. I'll just say that now. Muspelheim we can go to. Niflheim we can go to. Asgard we can't. Svartalfheim we can never go to. Helheim we can. Alfheim we can. So there's what? 3 realms we can't go to yet?
This is it. Here we go.
3 of the 9 realms. And the 9th realm is Midgard.
Hold on, wait a minute. This isn't going to work.
What?
There's no travel crystal. Tyr must have used his own eyes to refract the energy. It was his final failsafe.
You've got eyes like him, Mimir.
I've got an eye. One! Odin plucked out my other eye precisely to keep me from travelling. Sorry, lads. Thought that would work.
What did Odin do with your other eye?
Could have kept it. In any of 100 places, I'm afraid.
We've come so far. There has to be a way.
Look, a bit of a long shot. But for years, I'd see Sindri, sometimes Brock, lurking around in that mountain when Odin came for his visits. Maybe they know something.
Brock and Sindri.
Okay. Let's talk to the 2 dwarves. Wish I was a Viking. Hey, fuckers, I need something.
Hey guys, question for you. Anyone know where we can find Mimir's other eye?
Oh. That's... I'm sorry. As a matter of fact, Odin asked me to...
Brock, can you talk for him, please?
He wanted me to build a... He showed it to me, you see, and I... declined. Sorry. Will you excuse me? Oh.
Well, that was useless.
You know, it was about that same time that Odin came around looking for me to build a statue with some sort of hidden compartment. Now, that not being a weapon and the Aesir being a bunch of pock-speckled cockers, I too saw fit to decline. But I know we got it built just the same.
What was the statue?
It's that one of Thor out there flashing his sack to the lake.
The statue that the serpent ate.
Sorry about that. Feeling much better.
How are we supposed to look inside the snake?
Inside? Oh no!
We'd better go see what the world serpent has to say about that.
Okay.
Well, lads, I don't know what lies ahead. But now would be a good time to make sure your gear is ready for the thrust. Once more to the horn.
Alright. Come on. There it is.
ready.
Is the statue lost to us?
He thinks it might still be in his stomach. And he's open to letting you roll into his mouth to look inside.
That look that Kratos just made, he's like, fuck.
By the by, he's not wild about it either.
By the by also means by the way. I like my armor does not match, and it bothers me so much.
So, are we really doing this? Letting the serpent swallow us?
You do not have to come.
Well, I'm not gonna miss this.
Yeah, Thursdays are okay. Fridays afternoon or nights are bad. Saturdays all day is bad. Sunday, like at 12 and after, are kind of bad, or very bad, because after church,
You sure
people
this
tend to
is a
go
good
out to
idea?
eat.
No.
Oh yeah, and I did finally get paid.
I've been to many strange places, but this will be a new one.
Yeah. I've never been in a giant's belly either. How about you, Father?
Never one that was not trying to eat me.
You really should expect that sort of response at this point.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, I forgot the Bifrost glows. So there's my armor, which is cool. I'm going to tell you a tale, boy. Yeah, last week, I was supposed to get
I used to dream
paid.
about getting eaten.
Dreams are nothing
I'm
to...
not afraid. It just reminded me of a way I used to feel when I was a child. Let's find that statue.
I was supposed to get paid on the 24th, and the UPS lost the checks, or said it was going to take like 8 days for it to get there.
Ah, smells not as bad as I thought it'd be. Bit like heather ale fermenting. Rather pleasant, actually.
You're so weird. There's something down there. The water kind of burns in here. That is water, isn't it?
Aye.
There, the hammer.
I don't remember if there's anything missable in here. Ew. I like just making my son's
We could dock
fucking
about
stick
here.
saying to that. And dock the boat and dock the boat.
There's something over there.
Yep. Yeah, I was supposed to get paid on the 24th. Yeah, I forgot it. And so UPS was like, hey, it's
Maybe if
supposed to
that
take
was
8 days
closer.
for us to find full disclosure. So obviously it's like, no, that's not good enough for supposed so one of my managers called corporate, it's like, hey, this is kind of not right. So they sent it overnight new checks, which is fine. So they had to cancel, make the other ones, or void the other ones and send new ones. Oh, up there. And so they did, and UPS is like, oh hey, we found the checks, you still want them?
No, it's not like I can still see through it.
So like my manager was like, oh, okay, let me see if they still actually have money on them, if they actually work. They don't, so it's like, okay, cool, thanks. So when we finally get it, I finally got my check on.
Yep, that's an eye.
Maybe you should
Monday?
stick that in my head for safekeeping.
Or Tuesday.
Gently now, gently.
I think it was Monday. It was Monday or Tuesday.
Thank you, brother. You don't miss depth until it's gone.
Ooh. So, like, I finally got my check,
Well, I wouldn't say I'm feeling whole again, but it's
and
a
I
right
look at
improvement.
it, and it just looks all wrong.
It'll serve.
Then we have
Come to
all
find
we
out
need.
that,
Finally, we're going to Yudna. There's no stopping us
like,
now.
I've talked to several
Blaggy,
different
have you ever
managers,
heard
and
the
one
term
said,
tempting fate?
Fate is another lie told,
Told by the gods, yes, of course. You really are your father's son, you know.
So how do we get back out?
God damn it.
We signal.
Hold on! What's going on? Well, that was mildly terrifying. Maybe our presence is upsetting Jormungandr's belly.
No. Something is wrong.
What's happening to him?
Nothing good! Glad that's over.
Is he getting hit? What is that?
We must hurry.
Couldn't agree more, brother.
So come to find out, like, one of my managers said, hey, looks like you're missing an entire week.
Hold tight and watch your balance.
The board shifting! I'm gonna...
Boy? Boy!
I'm good. I think I'm getting kind of used to this. What happened to him? Something we did?
No. Something else. A dead giant. Why would the serpent leave us here?
Look! can still trust her, right?
Until we know for certain, keep your distance.
The world's serpent. What's happened here?
We hoped you would know.
You are far from home.
I'm looking for my son. The two of you. You helped me see things more clearly.
You do not know where he is at.
No. But the woods and fields speak his name. I know he walks here in Midgard.
When did you see him last?
Long ago. Before you were even born. Why are you standing so far from me? What's wrong? Something's happened.
There!
I had a feeling hurting the big snake would bring the two of you out in the open. Do you have any idea at all, what you have cost me?
My boy.
Mother.
Comes the village, not to walk my
Don't
way.
run away.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere, Mother.
I know that you're still angry. I know that how you feel hasn't changed, but I want you...
How I feel? How I feel? I've spent the last 100 years dreaming of this moment. I rehearsed everything I ever wanted to say to you, every word, to make you understand exactly what you stole from me. But now, I realize I don't need you to understand anything. I don't need you at all.
Back off, Kratos. This has nothing to do...
This path you walk, vengeance, you will find no peace. I know.
You... I'll deal with you later. But family first. This again?
Oh shit. My bad.
You have to go! Please!
No! I can reach you! You have to stop fighting! Son, please! Just listen to me! Dead! Baldur! Son, stop! Please! We can fix this!
Yes! Your blood!
Listen to me, both of you! I won't hurt you, but you must stop! I said stop!
You might want to turn away, boy. This won't be pretty.
I won't let you hurt him!
No, boy.
Fine.
Stop! No! No! Atreus! You're bleeding. Breathe, boy. Breathe!
Not my blood.
can feel this. Oh. I can feel everything.
He's vulnerable now?
Kick his ass. Take you out, boiler.
You will not do this!
What's going on? Is Freya trying to kill us?
No. Do you hear the wind? We are moving.
That arrow. Baldur punched the mistletoe?
In the quiver strap, yes. The mistletoe harmed him.
Freya said it was wicked.
He's more than harmed. The spell is broken.
He can be killed.
I'm certain of it. It's all coming back now.
Now he remembers.
Oh yeah, so my paycheck.
She's controlling that thing?
Stay out of it! I can reason with him!
No, woman! You cannot! He means to kill you!
Can't stop me!
Oh, maybe I shouldn't.
No one can!
Where is he?
I don't care if he kills me. I will protect him. I will not let him die.
Now, this will all be over soon.
Where you at?
You will stop this now.
Feeling glorious feeling. More! Show me more!
Come on.
I feel freezing!
No! Stop hurting my boy!
Hold me!
Fuck that shield.
Weak mother! I'm coming for you!
He keeps looking.
Baldur! My boy! I only wanted to protect you!
Oops.
Stop this!
Yep.